smoke too much. Hey. 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 Sorry about that. I had a moment. It's best to do that moment offline. Make it make sense. I can't. I can't make it make sense no more. I can't. I just can't. Everything that's led up to now. Hey, Connie. Hey, Wildflower. Welcome back, everybody. People need to understand. If enough people don't stand the fuck up, there's where the problem is. And if there's any mods in here, don't block. I don't want you to block nobody. Don't block nobody. Hey, Darla. All these people want to fight for something. And don't do a fucking thing but sit and watch. That's the way I feel right now. This has been going on for 2 fucking years. 2 years. Certain people want to seclude themselves to be only justice for anything. And if people learn to open their eyes, okay? Learn to open your eyes and investigate yourself. Ask questions. Stop blocking. Ask questions. If people are, thanks for the heart me, if people are so willing to take somebody's word for something, and I'll use this as an example, AK, when AK took Gretchen's word over shit and started that whole mess. AK bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. Without looking into anything, without getting evidence of anything. Only the manipulation of what you're looking at. Who pays the price for that? The person it's being done to. So when is that going to stop? So when is more people going to stand up to where they're going to block every damn body because they see, hey, Gretchen said A, B, and C. AK's believing A, B, and C with no proof. And people still support that shit. I show proof and people still over there up their butt. Now more lies are coming out. Like Grace. Oh, she plays a song intentionally to trigger me. She triggers me every day. Number one, bitch, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. There, you want this side of me? I'm going to give you this side of me. I'm sick of it. Slander. Manipulation. Gathering together to coerce. To sit there and plan. Manipulate. Because you want to believe everything you hear? Huh. That's funny. I wonder if I should do that with Grace. Or AK. Cam. The people I fucking defended to turn around and what? That tells you a lot right there. Thanks, Wildflower. I love you too, hon. So if me having a big mouth and cussing is a problem, block away. I'm me. I'm sick of changing for people. There's a few things I will not talk about tonight or for a while because of legal reasons. But when loud people come up front to create a false narrative, that's the biggest problem too. I don't care who you follow. I don't care what the fuck you do with your TikTok. I don't give a fuck. I don't send nobody nowhere. I don't have a crew. I don't plan and sit in group chats and plan shit on people. And lie. Yep, all of them cuss, and that's what gets me. Oh, you're not a Christian because you said fuck. And how many of them have said the same thing? How many? Thanks, hypocrisy. I appreciate it. Look, there's a lot of people going through a lot of shit. True, honest to good shit. Because of other people. Not just one. Not just two. There's many. Many. Sorry if I'm snipping. It's not from tears. It's not from crying neither. And so what if I was crying? It doesn't matter. I'm not crying. When I was riding my John Deere yesterday, a lot of dust was flying up and it's got my sinuses going wacky. Why is mental health important to some people when it's about them and not anybody else? Pray for you. They don't pray for nothing. They pray to get away with shit that they put out. Okay? That is my opinion. They bank on people supporting their bullshit. Oh, you're so this, you're so that, blah, 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 blah. When people cause certain things to happen like Gretch has done and AK has done, that gets away from the norm for people to have to reroute, to redo, to watch what they do, how they do it because of the stalkers. Grace being the main one, and Thomas and Gretchen. Maybe if you don't do shady shit, there won't be nothing to talk about. How about that? You don't sit there and tell somebody, well, I don't know who this person is, and then turn around and do a video saying they fucking lied. And not be held accountable for that. But yet, defer it back to the person they did it about. Now make it make sense. Make it make motherfucking sense. Yeah, I cuss a lot. And everybody else does too, to some extent. They don't pray for nobody but themselves, in my opinion. Maybe people need to understand what games people are playing. Look, some bright jackass got a bright idea to call a word a cuss word, and it's a bad word and its meaning of something. How do you think words are formed? Here's a word, this is the meaning, here's a dictionary, boom, here we are. Get over it. So what? Not everybody's going to be everybody's cup of tea. That's fine. That's a personal preference. I will not put myself aside anymore. I have pushed myself aside for too many damn years. And if people has a problem with me and how I speak or speaking up, then have a problem. I don't give a shit. Thank you. I try to be. Have I ever said I don't make mistakes? Nope. Have I said I've been 100% good? Absolutely not. Y'all keep reporting. Fuck y'all. We get blamed for reporting. We get blamed for taking accounts down. There's no proof of who took whose account down. Because from what I understand, there's a lot of people that's been messed over by AK. I had nothing to do with that account being taken down. Nothing. I never told nobody to go report it. I never told nobody to mass report it. I didn't tell nobody to do a fucking thing with it. And I'm sick of getting the blame for it. Go blame somebody that you need to be blaming for it, and it sure as fuck ain't over here. I am sick of this attention-getting bullshit line crap. We are not talking about that, Gonzo. We're not going to talk about that. That'll come out later. For legal reasons, I cannot talk about that. Okay? I could talk about the actions of AK, actions of Casanova woman, whatever you want to call her, Grace, the actions of Gretchen, the actions of Thomas, all the crap they have caused. You're right, Gonzo. The lies, the bullshit, more lies and bullshit. Talking about forming hate groups. Maybe some people need to form a tell the truth group before they go saying that people are forming hate groups. Okay? If people gather together to say how they feel about certain people that put them through some bullshit just to have some kind of support between each other, then more power to you. Uh-huh. Yes, Thomas Truth. If the truth hurts, that's not a our problem, a me problem, that's a you problem. Maybe sometimes you need to stop delegating something you think is true. Because, see, you have not a stitch of fucking proof of things that you have said. Gretchen, Thomas, Grace, AK. Not a stitch of proof. Only the narrative you created is all you have. That's it. They're not held accountable for their actions. But in fact, AK supported Thomas and Gretchen's actions. Didn't AK do that? Huh? That's what AK did. Oh, but since the tables turned, what does AK do? They want to say somebody goes to, with against the guidelines and shit and has no way to prove it. They're putting out false accusations. They're putting people in the middle of stuff they had nothing to do with. Anybody that follows me or comes into the live, they all put you in the same little category and they block you. Didn't I say something not too long ago? They're gonna come to the conclusion of what Gretchen and Thomas have been doing, and they're gonna kick them to the curb. Uh-huh. What? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Court, you cracked me up. Look, this is the way I see it. And I'm going to quote AK on this. Hey, Brenda. Your closets aren't clean. There's a lot in the closet. And with recent events, the closet's going to be cleaned out. Very cleaned out. Fully cleaned out. Yeah, I can agree with that. What is it? TK? Hey, Linda. How's everybody doing? And at the end of the day, there's a lot of people on this app that will just use you to make you not even trust hardly anybody anymore. Too many people act like they give a shit about you. Just to use you. Right, Susie? %1,000% just a girl is the one I can say 1,000%. Trust her. Not saying anything about other people. I've known her longer than people through here that I've met since. And I fully trust her. It takes a long time to build that. And I know y'all understand what I'm saying. Just like some people that come in here. I know they don't fully trust me 100%. I get it. Right? But now look at where they're at. Thomas Truth. Look at where they're at. When you do the things that you do because you want to believe another person, like Thomas, this is what happens. And then with the things that I've heard recently from Thomas, he has not really changed. And I hope and pray that he does not treat Gretchen the same way. So in the beginning, when I found out they were dating, that was my concern. Was for Gretchen. And hope that he had changed. All this started because of that. At least with Gretchen and Thomas. But this other shit's been going on for a damn year. A person can only take but so much. You know, Thomas would have done so well. And he would still be doing very well if he would have just been upfront about shit. You know how that would have looked on Thomas? Look at him taking accountability and then screaming for justice. You know, he has learned and he knows this and he knows that. Good for Thomas. He would have got praise from here to iota. But he didn't do that. Oh, my nose is clogging. I even said it back then when Thomas first started stalking my lives and making 5-year-old videos. I said it then. All Thomas had to do was like, yep, I took accountability, I went and got help, and I'm going to fight for justice, and I take that responsibility and went with it. But no, he didn't do that. He was too busy being at a protest for Micah to sit there and scream about his ex-wife. Why? Yeah, before a lot of shit started coming out and he started doing his bitching sessions. That's not the app, it's the people on the app. They push your buttons until they can't push them anymore. And more people need to stand up to it. The more people that stand, the less they can stand. The less they can keep pushing the narrative they want to push. And if people was to look at it and ask questions instead of automatically block, because see, I was guilty of that. With all this stuff that's been going on, I've just been blocking a lot of damn people. Because there's too many moles. So when you go and help people like Thomas and Gretchen and AK, even Danielle, this is what happens. Hey, Michelle. So whether it's on this app, whether it's on the Book of Face, whether it's on X, whether it's in person, the damage is still the same. But people are blindly supporting people who do that. Which one, Brenda? I can't see Tom's at all. Look, when you have snitches that wants to make brownie points, yeah, and then more people need to stand up to it. The more people that support the bad, the more the good people are forced away. And that needs to change. It needs to change. Period. The fucking end. It needs to fucking change. Not just because of me, but because of a lot of people. I just got the bigger mouth. You ain't gotta like my mouth. You ain't gotta like my words. But at the end of the day, what's right? It's happened to me. It's sad that more people support the lies, the manipulation, the slanderous bullshit that they've been supporting. And some of these people I have taken up for. I have defended to get fucked over again. That won't happen again. That will not happen again. Have a good night, Debrex. Everyone didn't call a truce. Where'd you hear that? You know what their version of a truce is? Hey, I told some lies about you, pushed you to your freaking limits. Not to, unalive or anything, but push somebody to their trigger limits. Oh, well, let's just let it go and then sit there and blame the person you did it to. When you talk it out mutually. You don't get to say your side and say, well, here, let me put it back on you again instead of taking accountability. There was a lot that took place. Yeah, they've hurt a lot of people. They sure have. And what they do, let's instill fear into people so they shut up and don't take up for people. Because see, when they ain't got the numbers to stand up and say, whoa, horsey, that's enough, they stand up more. Everybody else has to take a seat. There's been a lot of things on this app, even on my end, from the past, that's been drama-fueled, okay? Drama's one thing. Some of these people hit real life that surpassed anything, okay? There is more drama being created by Hot Mess 42, by Cam, by whoever wants to be over there, okay? I mean, just blunt fucking lies. Lies. I am not a ringleader. To some extent, I wasn't as shocked as most people, Brenda Lee. But there won't be a fourth, I can tell you that. Hi, Lisa. There won't be a fourth. He could fuck all the way off. He wants to sit there and use the excuse of something I told him to his face that I said, because he said a lot of shit about me. And I know what he said. He never owned it, but I know what he said. And I was still willing to let that shit go, but then he turns around and gets on AK's panel and says that shit? Fuck him. Fuck him. And the horse he rode in on. No. I regret holding any fundraiser for him. You know why? Because all he does is shit on people. He had plenty of opportunity to take up for me when it comes to my DV or being a groomer, and that motherfucker didn't say a word. Not one word. Because, see, he was also in the picture early on when it come to James. Oh, but people aren't seeing that, right? Okay. Who was in charge of the chat, pretty much, when James got tossed out? And Grace needs to understand. James's mother said that James is on TikTok saying I beat him and stuff. And I told her during that live, if you listen enough, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. I defended James because I know he hadn't said it on his panel. And I was trying to get her to quit saying it because he didn't do it. She would use Wi-Fi to keep him silent because TikTok was James's getaway. Hey, Justice. So he wasn't allowed to have an outlet from the crap he was dealing with. Grace? Oh, you wouldn't know that, Grace, right? Because you wasn't fucking there. Then when that group was formed to help James, Mandy is the one that controlled that shit. Mandy did. And what happened with Mandy when she left? So Cam questioned her. And she up and left and deserted it. Because she didn't want nobody questioning her. Okay? But they call me the groomer, right? Because I was trying to get James to speak up for himself. Didn't think he'd come full-fledged cussing out the gate. What y'all don't see is how many times I told James, leave it alone, James. Don't, James. Leave it alone, James. Don't, James. Don't do it that way, James. This is what they're going to turn it into, James. James knows. I'd say that with him here on panel as well. Because James don't understand what these people truly are. Okay? They wasn't there to help him. They wasn't there to cheer him on. They wasn't there to help push him to be more independent. They were nowhere. But when you bring people up and you attack them like James, that's some messed up shit. Well, he did do that, figure me out. He sure did. He sure as hell did. This is what these people hasn't seen. And they took Gretchen's word for it, and now Grace wants to make up shit. AK made up shit. Then they want to say that I'm grooming James, but then you're not correcting him. Make up my fucking mind. Do you want me to correct the bad behavior, but then if I do, I'm grooming? You can't have your cake and eat it too, darling. That ain't the way it works here. Oh, you know some of these folks like AK and so forth that said James looked better then than he does now. Because they don't know. They wasn't there. They didn't support nothing good. He was in bad shape. These people don't give two rats patooties about James or anybody else, just to help build their own narrative to cause hate against the very vulnerable adult in which they speak of. Then they go and talk to him like he's trash. That's bullshit. The boy was eating out of a damn can. Come on. You know what it caused him? To be a food hoarder. We've worked with James on that. A food hoarder. Where do you get that kind of behavior from? It just don't produce itself overnight, does it? People need to grow the fuck up and know what the hell they're talking about before they spew out a bunch of shit that's going to hurt people. And then go and have a conversation with the very people that put him out. Now tell me that makes sense. James has a lot of people that cares about him. James has a lot of people who tries to help him. Whether it be how he speaks, teach him life, everyday life. And he's done a lot of improvement. He cleans his home. He does what he needs to do. He's independent. He does have a big heart. He sure does. He deserves a chance like anybody else did. And you know the sucky part about it is, James didn't start getting that until his 30s. Exactly. Figure me out. Nobody should have to be taught everyday life in their 30s because they didn't have it where they should have had it. So if I speak up for James, and if I want to defend James, and if I try to help James explain his feelings better without all the cussing and stuff, then I'm going to do it. Other people try to help him too. No, he hasn't. Ugh, I hate this nasally shit. People need to understand what the truth actually is and ask questions about what transpired and give people a chance to talk about it instead of just believe some bullshit cockamamie, aka Gretchen Thomas or whatever the hell. Oh God, the dust was flying yesterday when I was running the mower. It was just going everywhere. Holy shit. People need to understand what truth is. It's not always what you hear. Nope, I'm blocked. I don't want to talk about that right now. You know, some of these people, I call them shit starters. So I'm going to take Thomas's phrase. So when you stalk somebody, Thomas, and I hope you're listening, until word finally gets to somebody that you are together with somebody, and then they show concern, and you start making up one lie after another, which you did prior to that. And now, with loyalty of your girlfriend, this is what happens. No, I'm not kidding. So, what it is what it is, but... So, instead of Thomas having a logical conversation, he wants to make demands. Demands don't work. Thank you for the heart, me. Appreciate it. Because when you are streaming either mine or James's live, yeah. Well, the way Thomas thinks, he will turn that into a threat. I said, I'm not going to talk about that right now. Yes, Gonzo. Anywho. If Thomas wants to be a bitter person, that's something he's got to take care of. If Thomas had truly changed, there would have been a conversation. I wouldn't have been blocked and stalked when him and Gretch got together. Gretch would have said something because, see, she talked about meeting someone, never said who, before she blocked me. And she knows damn well that's the way it happened. So, sometimes when you do shady shit, it's going to catch up. There's a lot you missed, yeah. We can talk like men. Well, you got to stop being bitter in life. Get over things that happened in the past to even get to that point. Mr. Truth there. There was a time a while back, I said on my live, I said, if Thomas wants to come in here and have a conversation, I'd have a conversation with him. He turned it into a bullshit, is what he turned it into. Oh, now she said blah, 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 blah. No, we can have a conversation. But I'm not going to sit there and be intimidated by another male. Not a man, male. See, Thomas would have been the prime example of change when it comes to DV. Prime example of change if he had changed. But the recent recordings that I heard of him talking to his ex-wife, he hasn't changed. That's my opinion. He hasn't changed. You don't talk to people like that. Yeah, I cuss. Okay, fine. But the bitterness from this man to his ex-wife. If he wants to be an adult, Gretchen wants to be an adult about it, we can be adults about it. But you got to stop spreading bullshit. You got to stop making up lies and stalking and commentary about people's real life. Okay? But they don't want to do that. They want to be relevant in their own mind with a bunch of bullshit instead of coming to the center where it needs to be. And that's the problem that a lot of people have. They think because, oh, well this, well that, and never truly be sorry for the true actions that they have delivered to a person. And think that it's okay. Oh, just let it go. When you continue to bash people, when you continue to talk about them, and then turn around and blame the very person because you're doing your actions. When I get up here and cuss and do what I do, that's me. That's my action. That's my responsibility. That's where I will take accountability if I need to. I have before. I did with Alameda. I tried with Amy Jo. That didn't work. But here we are. All they want to do is silence people. Hey, Candy. And if AK's listening, I don't need a breathing treatment. You know, people do have nose problems, that they breathe a little heavy through their nose. Doesn't mean they have asthma. Just saying. Oh, good Lord. Candy, it's been a fuck shit show of a day. Well, it's been a shit show of a couple years. You know, the funny thing is, Thomas and Gretchen and AK, oh, we can't do anything because Tree has us blocked, but you stream me. You stalk me, right? Wow. How can you stalk my lives and then blame that I blocked you when you have me blocked? I'm just wondering. But you add your commentary while you stalk my lives, when you don't know a fucking thing that you're talking about. Honey, God gave free will, Janie. God gave free will to human beings to do the right shit. And when human beings don't do the right shit, then people are allowed to speak about it. People are allowed to point it out. People are allowed to speak up for themselves. Yeah, whatever. They can call it whatever they want. I don't give a fuck. We're not going to talk about basketball. I just don't see how people can support people and then turn on people. That they just supported. They supported their lies and bullshit, but oh, now all of a sudden, boom. Make it make sense. I know, Janie, it's okay, sweetie. And that's a lot of things that people will sit there and think, oh, just put it in God's hand, he'll fix it. No. God gave free will for a reason. For people to make the choices that they make. Okay? Shit show. That's what it is. Shit show. Shit show day. Shit show week. Month. Year. Nothing but shit show. I don't agree with everything that Gretchen and Thomas has done. But the things that I've heard recently, what the fuck? What the fuck? Make it make sense. I go live and I talk about the video that Gretchen put up about Tammy. I was pissed and livid. But after that, oh my God, everybody that they gained their attention from, you know, AK and all them, now they got them blocked. Why? You defended them. But now you're blocking them saying the same thing I've said? But you're going a little further with that, though. Exactly, Stephanie. And they leave people in the wind. Do I agree with the video that Gretch done on Tammy? No. When you believe something that somebody told you is to be 100% honest, which I can prove he was not. Maybe you need to do your homework before you go getting ratchet about your boyfriend's ex-wife. Who, Candy? Between who, Candy? No. Nobody speaks for me. No. Nope. Nobody speaks for me. Exactly, Pam. Exactly. No, somebody says that on their own platform, which isn't all the way accurate. It's not accurate. If Thomas and Gretchen want to have a conversation, I'm willing to have a conversation. I don't kiss nobody's ass. One or two people don't speak for everybody. And when you watch certain lives, like, you know, things that Cam has said, or other people have said, like Grace, that's not a truth. Hey, Holloman, how are you doing, darling? No, he didn't keep his end of the deal. He sure as hell didn't. Neither did Gretch. They had no rhyme or reason to talk about Tammy. None. None. That's done. Been done. Leave it alone. That's why I said he can't get over his ex-wife. Because he don't know how to shut up about it. You that bitter over a house you left destroyed, which I've got the proof. Just accept it and move on. Oh, good Lord, Holloman. Feel better, honey. No, wait a minute. That reminds me. Sorry about that. Shit, my mind isn't every which direction. Give me a minute. You fell and busted some. Oh, my Lord. Oh, honey, I'm sorry, baby. They keep luring people in because of the goal to divide. Yeah, and people fall for it every single day. Sorry, I'm looking at something here. Hold on. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Damn. Okay, I'm looking for the other thing. Sorry, I'm getting through it. Hold on. Okay, let me catch up here a little bit. Scrolling out. Oh, sorry, that was me. I'm no, I'm muted for a reason because I'm playing something real quick.
I've been fucking working, but you gonna sit there and say, "Oh, my grandma Cam's a groomer." I got you. Hey,
guys. I'm gonna let Ashley come up for a little bit. Hey, y'all. Come back up in here a little bit, okay? I love you guys. How tall are you, Dean? 6 foot. 6 foot.
There is not going to be no peace with some of these people. They twist things and twist things and twist things and twist things some more. Where is it? There's too many shit starters. Too many. Now, this is what I see. Okay? I see, because of what Grace and all them has said, that they will twist and turn, and they will go back and tell Cam that I called him a groomer. So when you take and believe shit that other people tell you, it makes you look like an ass. Okay? Now, people in here knows what I said. Because see, Cam was helping back then too. When it comes to James. Just keep that in mind. They're going to twist it. And just watch. Cam is going to get all bent out of shape. For what? And his famous saying, I got you. He don't care, Lisa. He don't give two rats patooties about nobody but himself. And if he wants to believe what they got to say, whatever. Hell, there's people called him a predator in a couple of groups. I took up for him. Okay? Uh-huh. So this is what I get for taking up for him? Fuck him. How many people were pissed off at Cam because of the way he talked to James? That one live. There you go. And that was before I went up on panel because I didn't know what was going on at that time. And I went up on panel. I think it was done when, I don't remember. Okay, it could have been after, before, whatever. I didn't want to say anything I didn't mean, so that's why I left that live. And if this is what I get for taking up for Cam, not only once, not only twice, not even 3 fucking times. I've taken up for that fucking man. For him to do the shit he's doing now. James, look, honey, if this is going to get to you, you need to leave alive, baby. Then, with the way Grace does stuff, she goes back and tells partial shit. Cam has said plenty. Cam has said plenty. I've got it recorded. I'm sitting here talking about James and everybody who has helped James. Okay? I said, everybody that helped James, if I'm a groomer, y'all a groomer. Okay? Whoever wants to get it twisted, I don't give a fuck. Believe the bullshit. Okay? I'm sick of people fucking twisting shit. Fuck it. Oh, good Lord. Broken wings, who are you? That was my point, figure me out. Because see, back in the day when all that shit was going down after, when James was in the hotel, Mandy fucking did that shit. I didn't call him a motherfucking groomer. Get the story straight. Okay? Everybody's been calling me a fucking groomer. I said there was a lot of people that helped James. A lot. But I'm being singled out, and I said, well, I didn't call you a predator. That would have been people in another group. Cam. Got proof of that too. So if people want to go back and tell people, oh my God, Tree called you a groomer, get the context of it. No, leave it. People gather together to do a good damn thing, but I'm the one being called a groomer? When motherfuckers could have stood up for me? Shut up. Broken. Shut up. He ain't stayed out of shit. He's been in it to win it like Bennett. I got the recordings. I don't give a fuck. I didn't call him a groomer. I didn't call him a predator. Somebody else did. So y'all need to grow the fuck up. Okay? Grow up. Why are you wondering who now? Get the fuck out of here. Think I'm gonna give you any damn thing? No. I'm done with it. You know why? Because you want to come in here at me instead of finding out what the fuck. Oh, but when Tree joined the movement, I taught her everything. You fucking did not. You told me the fucking website to check messages and shit. That was it. The rest of it, I got life experience for. There's one quote. Is that enough? You come in here at me. Accusing me. Some people just don't give a fuck about somebody else. That's why. And I'm sick of it. See how people twist shit? See how people twist shit? I'm sick of being freaking downplayed.
Yo, Tree. That's Brittany's account. This is me, Cam. That's why we come straight in here to hear it from you and to figure out what was going on, because I got told several different things. So we come straight in here. We didn't go to no third party.
And you come in here accusing me of calling you a groomer.
She was asking questions. You can't read emotions from text, remember?
I'm sick
So
of
that's why we
people
requested up.
lying. I'm sick of it. I've been going through this for too fucking long, okay?
All right, and that's just like I told everybody else, and I've got proof of it, and I don't mind dropping it on TikTok. I couldn't tell you how many people come to me. Well, what do you know about Tree? What do you know? And I told them, I'm not getting in it. I'm staying the fuck out of it. And I will drop every fucking one of them and show you where I said it. But I'm not going to sit here and
Why don't you teach me everything?
Oh, Tree, what did you tell people? What did you tell people? And do I need to send you that recording too? Where you stated on the live that when you come into my live that time, the first time, you didn't hardly know anything. That's exactly what you said, and I can drop that for you.
About what?
I still have that.
About what?
About how doing all the background checks, about how to sit there and try to find people and everything else. You stated that out of your own mouth.
Oh, good God Almighty. But I thought you weren't talking about me.
That's all. What else have I said, Tree?
This is the first time I've said your fucking name, and I only said it because of what they're fucking saying and how everybody helped James. Then I guess if I'm a groomer, they're a groomer. It was a facetious fucking statement, and then people want to run back and tell people and get people all in an uproar.
What is it that you said? You said this plenty times before, Tree. Maybe you should have chose a better choice of words. Because when you say if everybody else that helped James is a groomer too, I helped James. So that's literally saying that I'm a groomer. And you talking about nobody sticking up for you. How many
Well,
times
then tell
was
the
I on
person
live?
telling you to get the full context of the whole conversation instead of giving you part of it.
And I'm going to take care of that. I can promise you that here in about 10 minutes.
Well, that's what's been going on. That's what led to all this shit.
Well, like I said, I want my name left out of the shit. I'm not involved in y'all shit.
Then don't talk about me either.
Then don't bring my name up.
This is the first time I brought your name up, but you brought my name up a couple of times, Cam.
And then how many times have I sat on these lives with you, defending you, and
did you defend me?
Oh, plenty of times. You want me to drop those for you?
Did you defend me when somebody called me a groomer? Did you defend my DV when you had the chance?
And that Tree, in that live, whenever AK come up, and you stated that, what you just state a while ago that you dropped down for?
Look, I'm going to put it to you this way. This is the first night I've said anything about you. Okay, number one. Number two, it wasn't in the context in which these people want to come back and tell you, and I got to be put in this motherfucking position. It's bullshit, Cam, and you know it.
Tree, everybody was trying to squash stuff. Everybody was. You stated, and I'm going to put
it back on me.
No, everybody
Where
was
was
trying
my
to
apology for calling me a liar, Cam? Where was it? I never heard I'm sorry. I heard, back on you.
Nobody, Tree, you got to listen to me. Nobody's going to apologize for every single thing that they did. If they say, "Hey, I'm sorry,"
being on your panel, was it not?
I worked it out with AK when you came up. I stated to everybody that I was going to mute my mic and let you two talk as adults and me not get involved. And I told everybody to keep it calm and keep it collective.
Yeah, and I did.
And then, okay, so what did you say you dropped down for? What was the reason?
Because it was being put all on me by AK. There was no accountability. It was all put back on me because I speak about it.
And did
not
AK
because there was a lie, not because they believe Gretchen, not any accountability whatsoever. It all got put back on me.
But didn't AK send you a message apologizing? Did she or did
let's
she
see, the text message that started about taking me on a date.
No, not that,
really?
Tree. When she apologized to you.
Oh, I'm sorry you've had to go through this, Tree. But then she gets on a panel and bashes me. Okay. Sure.
Okay, but here's the thing. When she got up there and apologized, what did you say? When she sent you the message.
Which message? Because the last I heard from her was through text message. And that started with, "Hey, there's a restaurant 6 miles from your house. Let me start there by taking you to dinner and flipping for dessert too." That's not a start of an apology.
But here's the thing:
That you
if somebody
text
tells
my
you,
number
"Hey,
without me
I'm sorry
giving
for
it
what,"
to you.
and when somebody texts you, Tree, and says, "I'm sorry," they do not have to give a detailed list. I didn't ask for one from when the ones that apologized to me.
I didn't even ask for a
I'm not
detailed list,
telling them,
but
"Hey,
when we're sitting on your panel, Cam, and I tell her what one thing, okay, you didn't know me from shit. And you didn't do your due diligence to figure out that anybody was freaking lying to you, and you did a video calling me a fucking liar. That's what started it with AK.
So you've never said anything else that I don't know about behind me to other people that are actually in this chat right now, Tree? Have you? Because here's the thing: if
People
we're gonna
come
break
in and
everything
have
down,
been asking me, Cam, why is Cam this? Why? I
it's
say
none of
go ask
nobody's
him.
business.
And
Yeah,
I
they
said
want
go
to ask
ask him.
questions.
And I said
Yeah, they
go
got.
ask him. That's all I've
Okay,
said.
well, I'm trying to tell it to
Damn.
you. I ain't heard you yelling at me. That
Well,
ain't gonna
I'm
fucking happen.
sick of people doing this shit.
Okay, well, I got the balls to come in here and talk to you like a fucking real man. I'm not
Well,
going to everybody else. I came in here because I'm blocked on the other one. I came in here. But if anybody's got questions that's in here, fucking come to me. Don't go to Tree. Don't go to nobody else. If you're a dude, man the fuck up. Let your nuts drop. Come to me. If you're a
look,
female,
Cam, that's what I
do the
did.
same.
Okay, that's what I did. I told them to come to you. That's the first night I said anything, and I was talking about helping James and how they have put out the fucking lies about the shit. That's what it was. And then somebody wants to come back and twist everything to start a bunch of shit, and I'm not in a fucking mood. I've been going through this for too fucking long, and if nobody wants to understand my side of shit and wants to say whatever the fuck they want to, then be my motherfucking guest, because I'm sick of it.
Well, the thing, and I'm going to tell you this, where I got not even pissed off, what really bothered the fuck out of me was the proof. And I know you ain't getting along with a lot of them. That's fine. That's between y'all. But what really drew the line with me and you, Tree, was the part where you shared that fucking video.
Can't talk about that.
But I'm just saying, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm
Can't
just saying
talk
that's
about
what drew the
that.
line.
That is not going to be discussed.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, know the whole fucking shit before you go fucking do shit. That's what I'm saying. I can't
No,
talk about that. It is a legal issue now. We can't discuss it. Period.
okay. Well, the next thing, you stated, I've helped Cam not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times that I took up for that man. Please explain.
I said I've taken up for you. I took up for you with a person I can't fucking mention.
All right, so that's one. Where's the other ones at? Who else?
I've done it on my panel plenty of times, Cam.
And I've taken up for you too, Tree. You can't say that I haven't.
You're right. I'm wrong. Whatever, Cam. Okay. Who gives a fuck what's done to me? It's okay. It's okay. Go with it.
I've had a lot of shit done to me. You're not the only one that had shit done to you.
But I ain't got to keep pushing myself aside because of it.
You know, that's where I turned around and said, you know what, fuck it. If I can stop the shit, I'm going to stop it. That's where I'm done with it.
And I fucking tried, and look how that went.
You were two-faced. I got you.
I tried, and look where that went.
I was trying to help get Tree locked up. How was I trying to get Tree locked up? Be very
We're not
careful.
going to discuss anything like that, guys.
Okay, what?
Period.
Tell you people to stop.
I will end the motherfucking live. This is my goddamn live.
And if anybody, I'm gonna just say it this way, then I'm gonna bounce out. If anybody's got a problem with me, come to me. Because
Oh, Jesus. I give up. Go believe whatever you want to believe. I'm done. I'm done. Fucker. I'm done. Stop deflecting my shit. I don't need to keep pushing myself aside. Cam has no motherfucking idea. None. But I hope he finds out. Just like I did. Just like I did. See what I mean by people taking shit back to people? This is the fucking fuckery. Right here. Now see, the thing about it is, there was a live. I still have. Okay? See, this is where Rob Owens got that shit that he claimed that I called the popo. Cam knows what it is. And if you don't remember, that's not a me problem. No, I'm sick of the bullshit. So you guide somebody on how to look somebody up. Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God. I'm not a stupid person. I would have been able to figure it out before too long. To act like you a fucking saving grace. I taught her everything she knew. You didn't teach me everything I fucking know. This is exactly what happens when people go running their fucking mouth. Okay? Prime example. The shit that fucking happens right there. Too many people like to peep. Too many people want to run their mouth. I don't give a fuck. Don't come in here accusing me of shit and then blame it on fucking mess on text. What was the words? He said nothing negative. Calling Cam a groomer. He has been outed. And a predator. That's accusatory. And then a demand. Okay? And then say, I'm trying to talk to you. You weren't trying to talk. You weren't trying to talk at all. No, we just don't want to get the full text of shit and the full meaning of what's being actually fucking said. Oh yeah, I got proof. I got proof on who said what. You're damn right I do. No, there's people eavesdropping. Go back and fucking tell the master their own version. Fuck that shit. Sorry, I hit it by mistake. I'm sitting here freaking talking for nothing. I love you too, Harry. Oh, shit. I'll try to come back in a little bit, y'all, okay? I gotta take this call.